Hi everyone, welcome to High Playing Games. Simon here, and this is Potion Explosion, another great digital board game from Asmodee, who are converting lots of good things over, I find. This plays really interestingly, in my opinion. You can have up to 4 bots, up to 4 players playing, up to 3 bots, and you can have a mixture of players and bots for what you want to do. I'm going to set up an easy one. And essentially what you're doing is creating potions so that you can then become a potion master and score points with those potions. If you buy the base game, you have 8 potions to choose from, and you have 6 in the game, essentially, and these can be randomised with whatever you want. With the 5th ingredient, you can also add in some additional ones. I'm going to shut those off. Let's just do... Professors are also something that will help you out in the DLC if you've got it as well, but I'm going to be focusing really on the base game. The DLC basically adds 4 additional potions and professors that let you do specific things for penalty points. Now, welcome to the game screen. On the top left hand side you'll see that you've got 2 things with zeros next to them. That's essentially our score. And the object of the game is to have the highest score by the time the game ends. Across the bottom of the screen we've got these 6 treasure chests, and each one is the equivalent of, attributes to a potion of the 6 potions we just chose for entering the game. And on the screen we have this like abacus displayer, or dispenser as it's called, full of lots of orbs, and they are of 4 different colours, and you can see the conical flasks there on the left hand side with the numbers next to it. Then you've got these 2 big flasks here. You have points, which when the potion is complete will go up to our board and collect us points. You can see the different colours that's required to make it happen. And the way how you make this happen is that you take away orbs in between 2 things of the same colour, and those orbs will smash together and then cause an explosion. So let me think of a really good example. Let's do this blue. That gets rid of that yellow. I thought that would take that red with it, but it didn't. Dang it. But you're trying to create chains wherever possible. So that then fills up there. You can then click and drag your 2 across there, or you can do a 1 there. And then if you've got anything left over in these flasks, they get removed at the end of the turn. So you have 3 little holding pots here for anything that you want to carry over to your next turn, because we might need some yellow ones in the future. And that's essentially how a turn works in the game. You can have 2 points removed by clicking this button, and the professor that I've currently got in the game lets me click 1 ball, essentially extra, but because that's not going to win me anything, I'm just going to click next turn. And then it will flick over for the AI to choose from the dispenser, and there you go, that one's got a much better chain than I have, and they've used their -2 points so that they can create a trophy, which is the Sands of Time, I think, is the one that they've just used. They then choose a new trophy to replace one of their 2 flasks and continue on their way. So let's see if we can get a trophy this time. A trophy. You know what I mean. I'm going to go with that one. So that gives us 3. We can put that one in there, that one there, and that one there. And this will create our potion, which is bottled and corked and ready to go. And it goes into our first little flask there. So what is that? Potion of Wisdom. Take 1 ingredient of your choice from the dispenser. No explosions are triggered. So this just basically lets us nick anything from here anywhere at all, which can be very handy if you're just missing 1 awkward colour that you need to make something happen. So that's the end of our go. Let's click the tick and we get the chance to choose something else. And here's where strategy part 1 comes in. Do you go for simple potions that you can make quickly, or do you go for something that is going to be chunkier? Do you go for something that is Let's go for Abyssal Draft actually, because that makes use of our 2 yellows. And gets us lots of points for when we complete it for something relatively simple. So you're looking at not only the points that it brings. Oh, it's doing good chains. That's annoying me. The points it brings, the potion's attributes itself, how quickly you think you can get it, and now for it's using its own little mini potion, and then it's using a Sands of Time, which lets it redo that potion again. Damn it. It's on a roll. There we go. So that's now got itself its 3rd potion. So it's choosing its 3rd one. Now, again, everything seems to be sandwiched with a blue, but I don't really need a blue right now. How annoying. Let's do that. Because it's the green, right? The green I need. So that can go in there. That creates that potion. Thank you very much. Gets us 4 points. Keeps us up. So what does this do? Take 2 or more adjacent ingredients of the same colour from the same rack of the dispenser. No explosions are triggered. So this basically means if you've got 2 things vertically next to each other, you can yoink them. So if I put these 2 yellows in from our holding pot, what I can do is use this, and as you can see, you can do a 1 and a 2. Now that is directly going to mean that the next move probably means that that green will probably get a triple. Let's put the blue in holding. I can see the AI taking that one, but there's not a lot we can do about that. I don't want to do it and get it at the moment because I don't know what I need. Let's go for this one, which actually would have helped us with the green, but never mind. Oh, it's not gone for it, it's gone for the yellows. I know exactly what potion that is. That potion lets you put any old colour in your pot. Okay. Oops, sorry, just hit the thing there. So this game continues. Can you see we've got 4 rosettes up here on the top with this little hatch? As soon as you get to 3 of the same potion that you've collected, so I've only got 1 and 2, 1 of each of these, you then get awarded a rosette, so you don't need to then collect that potion anymore. Which is super handy. So I'm going to do that. Gets us 1, 2, 3, 4. We can go in there. It's got no explosions triggered anyway. You can use tactically to try and stop a big chain, but I can't see one. Not a chunky one anyway. Let's move on. That's now got 4 potions. It's going quicker than I am. Okay, so for me, bottle that one up, thank you very much. So this lets us take 1 ingredient from each colour from the bottom row. Oh, you know what? Let's do it. because that gets us that. That gets us that. We can chuck that in there, and we just need one yellow. I'm going to do that because that stops a giant problem there, and that gets us another 10. Bottle that up, baby. So we've now got 4 on the board, which is nice. But we now need to start getting multiple of the same thing. So I want... I'll have Prismatic Joy, please. Another Prismatic Joy. Let's go for double. Because then we're going to get the 3 of that. Christ. On a bike. Oh, now he's using a retool. Sands of Time is a really powerful thing if you can use it right. Which is what he's done. I'll be shocked if we win. Okay, he's cheating. Thank God for that. Okay, so let's do a dink and a dink and a dink. So that was handy. What have we got here? Ah, okay, so that's on there. Okay. I'm going to go with that. So that will get us the blues again. Nice. Now, take 2 adjacent. Is that going to help us? Kind of is. Okay, I'm going to do the -2 points just to show you how this works. So the idea is that you can then go doink and just steal something that you need. Oh, I didn't mean to do it for that one, but I was going to do it for a yellow. Never mind. But what we can now do is do that. And I'll have that. And I'll have... hello? Fine. Ah, oh, damn you. And there we go, it's got its first rosette because it's done 3 Sands of Time. So we've only got 3 rosettes left and then the game will be over and we're trailing now. We're gonna be okay. He says. Yeah. Damn it. There we go. We get our rosette because we've now done 3 of those. Oh, we've done 3 of those. Okay. this lets you place any ingredients from your pool into the mix. So I feel like this is slightly wasting the opportunity, but I just want to show you what this does. So it lets you just do, yeah, whatever's colour-wise. Let's put that into there. So we've got a full holding pen. So what do we want to go for now? I'm going to go for Abyssal Drift because we've got 2 reds in the pond already. Let's do that one as a potion of wisdom because it gets our yellow one running as well. And let's just hope he isn't using a potion that will steal stuff from our our things. Okay. That system's a 1, 2, 3. Let's do that. Right, yeah. Then that gets us the 1, the 2, and the 3. And then we can use this again to chuck any old tip in the boxes. So let's do a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Leave that for now. So we are going to go for another potion of wisdom. And what does it give us as a replacement? Oh, I'm going to go for it again. But we needed anything else but. But never mind. But that's the whole thing, is that do I go for something that then really lets us go nuts in terms of points, or do you go for something fast and hope that you can try and get ahead? Right, let's do that. Nice. There's only 2 ingredients there though. Oh, that gets us a... That offers me nothing. Right, let's do Sands of Time. Which actually, for the amount of points, that's got quite a lot in there. I went for it because it's got the yellow in, but that's probably not the best. And you can just see something going, no, all the time. Right. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Let's do that for that. Because that gives us 1, that gives us 2, that gives us 3. This lets us take 1 ingredient. That stops him being able to do anything and gives us 11 points. That was highly tactical, but that's like almost a rosette advantage. Plus, that now clears the way for us. To go for a balm of uttermost stickiness. And we need that potion to win. Stop taking the red ones! Oh damn, he's just got it. End of the match. We win! So there you can see the rosettes. We got 2 each. They're worth 4 points. He spent more, the AI, trying to get stuff. Essentially, his greediness to get things quicker meant that he lost. Great for me. And that's kind of how a game works. It's quite slow and deliberate, but I really like it. You can play it online, which I've not tried yet, with up to 4 players. Offline, I've played with other people, and it's been quite interesting, if not quite slow-paced. The 5th ingredient DLC adds in 4 more potions, and that -2 point thing, the professor changes so that it does different things depending on what professor you choose, and that's the big thing for that. I may do a future video just explaining that later on. But yeah, Potion Explosion, I grabbed it in the Steam Summer Sale, 2 thumbs up, really enjoy it. Thanks for watching, bye for now.
This channel is just one of my many projects that cover games, music and film. If you enjoy any of these and would consider supporting me to develop further in the future, you can do so by visiting patreon.com/Satorimon. Thank you for your time and for watching the video.